Thinking about you day and night, I can't get enough. Oh, nah. I can't lie, I love the way you're messing with my mind. I can't get enough of my.
Well, hello tubers, I hope you're doing well. Today we're going to talk about the dangers of motorcycling in Canada. Yeah, it's dangerous no matter where you're at. That's the first thing you're thinking. That's true. Let's face it, every place has unique challenges when it comes to motorcycling, whether it is climate or topography. But that's part of the fun of riding a motorcycle, isn't it? You know, if it was that dangerous, nobody would do it. So it's a matter of managing the risk and being aware. Where I live in British Columbia, we are blessed to have a variety of different geographical locations, from semi-deserts to large urban areas and heavily mountainous regions. Each presents their own unique challenges while motorcycling. It probably goes without saying that urban centers, for example, what you're seeing right now, this is leaving Vancouver, heading out east into the Fraser Valley. It presents its own unique challenges while driving at a high rate of speed on a freeway. Of course, I tend to find freeways to be quite safe because they lack intersections. Intersections are always a problem when it comes to other people accidentally or on purpose accidentally hitting you. But part of the unique challenge of riding a motorcycle in British Columbia is those times when you are outside of the city and you're carving the road up really nice and you hit these little areas inside the pockets of shaded regions in the mountainous areas where the roads are still wet. Or, even worse, sometimes there's still frost inside those shaded little regions inside the mountains. This can sometimes throw people off when they're driving on a really nice warm day and they head up into the mountains and suddenly they hit that corner of death and they're not ready for it. So it's just a matter of being self-aware that conditions can change instantly. In my younger days when I rode a lot more motorcycles, there was times when I would leave Vancouver and head up into the interior and I'd actually hit snow. So these things can happen to you, especially during the shoulder seasons in spring and fall. Aside from the obvious climate issues, there are wildlife issues. There are many a times where animals, both large and small, can run out in front of your bike and cause you to have a bit of a problem. This presents an even more unique problem in Canada because animals tend to just sit on the edge of the forest and then bolt across the road, so they're tougher to spot. It's easier to spot a lady in a Dodge Caravan who's about to pull out in the road and hit you than it is often a deer. Adding and compounding to this problem is there are many roads in rural Canada that still do not have any cellular phone service, rendering assistance a bigger problem should you actually dump the bike. Now, I don't want to discourage you from riding your bike in Canada or British Columbia because many people even ship their bikes here to do rides. I've seen it many times, and a lot of these people, they come from Europe and they have a great time here. But it's a matter of keeping your wits, riding sober, which goes without saying, and being ready for anything possible. The joy can easily outweigh any of the risks, so don't be discouraged and focus on any of the bad problems that could happen. In reality, riding a motorcycle in Canada is very similar to any place else in the world, and your two greatest risk factors are other people hitting you and rider error. Now, what compounds the risk of other people hitting you while you're riding is the fact that we have a lot less motorcycles on the road here in Canada, and people are mentally not prepared for that short motorcycle season that we do have. So, as everybody else says, you gotta ride like you're invisible. And statistically, of course, the greatest number of motorcycle accidents always happen in July and August. Make sure your bike is properly maintained and that your tires are well equipped to handle changing conditions, especially rain. British Columbia is similar to Hawaii. If you don't like the weather right now, just wait a few minutes. It could change, for the worse or for the better. Often you will experience rides where the morning starts hot and sunny, the afternoon is cold and rainy. So having the proper tires and riding gear will definitely make your ride more enjoyable and more safe. So if you're planning that big trip to Alaska, driving through Canada, or maybe just driving across Canada, put your comments or questions down below, and I'll get to them. And in the meantime, folks, stay safe, and as always, keep your wheels on the ground.
up.